Hello and welcome to Eco. My name is MagWW and welcome to my short and sweet tutorial series. This first video is going to be the very basics. It will help you get started and it will help you avoid reading all the tutorial text, although I still recommend you go and read those texts. This will just give you some of the non-obvious things in the game. First step, create your avatar. You can do whatever you want. This is fine for me. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. If you want to change your colors, there's all right here. You can change anything you have. And then when you're done, click Save. Okay, now the next thing you want to do in the world, if you spawn in here, if you see any food, beets or anything like that, run around, grab the beets. It's a good place to start getting food. Your next step is going to be understanding the UI. Up on the left is going to be all of your tutorials. I'm going to go ahead and skip some of these. Eat food comes up, the meteor, the tools. Basically, in this game, there is something called the meteor, which will strike in about 30 days and destroy your planet. There it is, right there. 30 days, 23 hours. Now, the whole point of the game right now is to go ahead and blow that up. It's very difficult to do in single player, so I really recommend once you learn how to play, join a community. Okay, the next step we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and eat a little bit of food to get up. The food will be more detailed later. Second, we're going to look at our tools. We have an axe, shovel, hammer, and pick. We're going to go ahead and grab this axe. First step you really want to do in setting up your first tutorial server or whatever you want to do is you want to go ahead and grab this workbench, put it down next to some trees because you're going to need the trees. Here we go. Okay, this is called an oak. It's the most efficient tree in the game. Before I cut it down, I'm going to go ahead and clear the leaves because that will give me some seeds. And it will also reduce the amount of pulp that it creates when the tree's cut down. Okay, I'm going to go really quickly and cut down this tree. I'll be right back. Almost there. You'll see down in the bottom left, I'm consuming calories down here. Every action you do will consume a certain number of calories. There it goes. Now, it's fallen, but it's not falling because it's hitting this little corner block. That's okay. Let's go ahead and chop off the branches. Finally, the top. 3. You'll see that it drops this wood pulp. Now, this is a very small amount of wood pulp. Normally, it's a lot more if you leave the branches. Pick this up. This is very important to pick up because it will cause pollution later that will not allow any grass or food to grow around the tree that you cut down. The next step you want to do is you want to remove the stump. This also costs calories, which I'm going to fast forward to removing it. Okay, almost finished. It should take a while. The bigger the tree, the longer it takes to cut them down. Cut them out, rather. There, gone. Now that we have just the tree, we need to cut it into sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oaks give a lot of wood. Good. Now you'll see some of them are yellow. You want to make sure that they go green to pick them up. Okay, let's get this all sectioned off. Okay, now that we have our tree split up and ready to be picked up, we press F to pick them up. If they're yellow, we cut them even slimmer. Now I can only carry 20 of these logs, but I can't get 20 because one more would go over 20. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to build a stockpile. Let's go over to our workbench. We're going to go ahead and go to Create Stockpile right here, which requires 5 wood. We need to have 5 wood in hand to be able to do that. Boom, done. It's going to take 60 seconds. I'll be right back when that's finished. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Collect. Now, I'm going to put this down. This is going to be a 5 by 5. Really quickly, we want to learn about property claim flags. This is another thing in your bag. It looks like a pencil. I'm going to grab it down, bring it into my menu, click 5. You can see I can now claim property. I want to claim all the property around where I'm going to be building. This is very important because no players besides you and whoever you authorize will be able to touch or move anything on this property claim. The menu to affect property claim is right down here. It's the deed. Right click on that. It will have several options, which we'll go into more detail later. If you want to change the color temporarily, it's right here. If you want to pick up a plot, you can go to Unclaim Current Plot, and it will pick it up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put all of the wood into the stockpile. You'll realize that there's two kinds of boxes. We have carrying, and then we have our toolbox down here. Down here is what we call carry items. In this box, carry items like materials, logs, bricks, things like that. Down here are items that can be put into your backpack. Here's your backpack up here. You can open your backpack by pressing B or by clicking the icon down here. Now, logs are carrying items. This is why we need a stockpile to put in to make our log cabin. Alright, that concludes our first tutorial video. Our next video will be about constructing your log cabin and doing a few odds and ends to make things all optimized. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to stay current with my videos, hit that subscribe. Alright guys, thank you. See you next time.